Welcome back to CLE Weekend. I didn't realize this, but May, it is Older Americans Month. So today we want to talk to an organization that's really making a difference for older adults in Cuyahoga County. Joining us is Natasha Petricola, the director of the Division of Senior and Adult Services. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
The big thing is, for people who do not know what your organization does and who you serve, why don't we start there?
So the Division of Senior and Adult Services helps all older adults throughout Cuyahoga County age successfully. We basically have a variety of programs that we offer the community with the goal of older adults and disabled adults maintaining their independence and aging gracefully in their own communities and homes.
Independence is important. The Livable Cuyahoga initiative, this really makes a difference for older adults.
It does.
Tell us about it.
So in 2022, the Division of Senior and Adult Services became an age-friendly community, a county, and our initiative is called Livable Cuyahoga. And basically we look at the various social determinants of health, and we build upon programs that already exist at our agency, or we're looking at things that impact all of us, to be quite honest, because if it's good for an older adult, it's good for younger people as well. So social determinants of health include fair and equitable access to health care. It addresses food insecurity, transportation, affordable housing, and social engagement and participation, all those different things that are very important to all of us in our community.
And can be challenges for these people, and you are able to tackle these challenges. How do you go about that?
Well, basically we have some core programs at the Division of Senior and Adult Services. We have our Adult Protective Services. So in the state of Ohio, each county is responsible for some type of investigation of abuse, neglect, self-neglect, and exploitation. We also have an options for independent living. So we provide some home delivered meals, personal care, transportation services for those that are eligible. And then we have our Home Support Division, and they basically provide home care in the house for older adults who require some personal care assistance, help with their ADLs and their IADLs. And we have family service aides that we employ and nurses that work in conjunction to get those services in those older adults' homes.
And I think it's important, if there are services that we call and talk to, that you say, hey, you know what, these are services that we can't provide, but we're going to tell you who can. That's really important.
Absolutely, and with our agency, there's no wrong doors. So bottom line is, if we don't offer the service in-house, we will make sure that we connect you with a community partner that does offer that service. And all you have to do is call our Connection Center. It's the one call that does it all.
Yeah, now I'm going to ask you that number in a second, so get your pen out and get it ready to write down. But you guys have events, kind of like community programs. Anything coming up?
So on May 30th, we're actually hosting one of our Livable Cuyahoga events. It's going to be a housing forum, and we'll be hosting it. We have local, state, and federal experts who are coming to talk about the landscape of housing in our community and really the shortage of affordable housing stock for older adults.
Now, there is a lot of change that we've seen, of course, change with many different things. How does the Division of Senior and Adult Services kind of adapt to changes?
I think we're always constantly looking at how we can improve our process. We're making sure that we tailor programs to meet people where they're at. There's been a large group of people that as they age have developed different comorbidities and also some cognitive concerns. We actually have a behavioral health unit, and we partner with local hospitals to provide geriatric assessments. We also do some stuff with mental health assessments with older adults. So I think just being able to adapt and pivot to make sure that we're addressing the current needs.
Yeah, and there are a lot of needs. What is it that you maybe hope will happen here in the future? The impact, of course, that you've made. But what do you hope kind of for the future for people who do need some of these things?
I think the most important thing is to know resources. And like I mentioned earlier, if it's something that we don't provide at our agency, we will connect you with a resource if you call our Connection Center. So we work with a variety of community partners that have specialties in certain areas, and we make sure that people stay connected. The most important thing is the knowledge, to know where to turn when you need a helping hand. And this is also not only for older adults, but also for their caregivers and family members.
Yeah, and we've talked about times changing. I mean, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it wasn't necessarily like, oh, we can call or go on a website and get this help. So if you're sitting at home right now, maybe you've got a loved one or someone who maybe needs a little bit of that extra support, what is the best place that we can go to get all that information?
So if you call 216-420-6700, that'll take you directly to our Connection Center, which is our intake line. And you can also access us via the website, which is Cuyahoga County Division of Senior and Adult Services, and all our programs are listed on that website as well.
Wonderful. Natasha, thank you so much. This was great to chat with you. And again, someone who's sitting at home right now who's like, hey, I got the paper and the pencil. Thank you for giving that to them, because now they know where to go.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back on CLE.